Good day, beautiful people. If you are interested in federal government contracting, some of these certifications may be of interest to you so that you can be in a position to receive or be awarded set aside contracts. From my own personal experience, going through the SBA for these certifications is a very painful process. It takes a very, very long time, and they don't give you a whole lot of detail and explanation as to what is needed and how they actually want it presented. And that's what leads you to going to third party. We applied twice through the SBA for IEDWOSB, or Economically Disadvantaged Woman Owned certification, and it took over a year. First time we applied, it took 6 months to get an answer or to get denied. The second time, it took a little over 6 months. So altogether, we wasted a year trying to get certified through the SBA. It is free, however, you get what you pay for. There are a number of third-party certifiers, and with that being said, the third-party certifiers, or at least the one that we used, really put an emphasis on getting all of the documents that they need in case you are ever audited or the SBA needs them, and they really helped us understand the process and why certain documents were needed and why they were needed in a particular order. One of the third-party certifiers is the El Paso Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. The cost for processing and certification is $500. Next is the USWCC, or U.S. Women's Chamber of Commerce. Number 3 is the WBENC, or the Women's Business Enterprise National Council. The cost for certification with this organization depends on your revenue. If it's under 1 million, the cost is $350. If it's 1 to 5 million, it's $500. 5 million to 10 is $750. 10 million to 5 is $1,000. 50 million plus is $1,250. Last is the NWBOC, and this is the third-party certifier that we actually used. This process took about 6 months as well from start to finish. However, we did have hands-on help with getting all of our documents in place and making sure that they were in proper order. Certifications available through this organization are the WBE, or Woman Business Enterprise, VBE for Veterans, MBE, Minority Business Enterprise, or WOSB or EDWOSB. When you qualify for EDWOSB, you are automatically WOSB. And if you do not know what these acronyms stand for, EDWOSB again is Economically Disadvantaged Women-Owned Small Business. And I know that's a mouthful, but I will be doing a video about all of the acronyms, or not all of them because there's so many, but I'll be going over most of the acronyms, or the most common ones. A woman or vet-owned business must hold 100% of the assets. If it is a sole proprietorship, if it is a LLC, at least 51% of the membership interest must be held by that particular minority or person qualifying for the certification. If you are doing the business under a LLC, at least 51% of the business must be owned by a female if you are going for a woman-owned certification, or if you're going for a vet certification, it must be at least 51% owned by a vet. Just to recap and clarify what I just said, if you are a sole proprietorship and you are trying to qualify for one of these certifications, whether it be the MBE, the Minority Business Owned, the WOSB, the Woman Owned Small Business, the VBE, Vet Business Owned, or the WBE, Woman Business Enterprise, it must be 100% owned by that particular person qualifying for that certification. If you are a LLC, the business must be at least 51% owned by the person qualifying for that particular certification. For example, if you have a husband and wife team and you are qualifying or trying to qualify for a woman-owned small business certification, a WOSB, and all of your documents say that the husband is 51% owner, you are not going to be awarded that certification. The woman has to have at least 51% ownership of that business to be certified as a woman-owned small business. The information I just gave about percentage of ownership applies if you're applying to any of the third-party certifiers or even if you're applying through the SBA. The information that I will be giving right now is in reference to the NWBOC and the cost associated with getting certified through them. The initial application fee for the NWBOC is $400. It must be drafted from your business account and presented with the application and all of its supporting documentation. It must be an operating checking account for the business. If you are applying for a combination of two certifications, for example, the WBE and the MBE, there is a discount, and it would be a combined cost of $700, payable in the same manner. From my personal experience with qualifying with the NWBOC, we started the process in July of 2023, and we actually got certified in January 2024. To add even further clarification to this, even after you get certified with the third party, you will still have to go back to the SBA and you will have to upload your certification in the SBA portal. Don't think that that is the end of the process. You will probably still have to wait another 6 months to be approved and have your certification uploaded to the SBA portal and inside of the SBA system. Speaking from experience. So in essence, if you were to go and try to qualify and get your certifications through the SBA, good luck. Unless you have all of your documents in a row, you know exactly what you're doing, it's probably going to take a very long time, and your first try, you're probably going to get denied. It's best to go ahead and pay the money through a third-party certification. That way you have hands-on help and assistance, and someone will be there to explain to you what's going on with the process and all of the documentation that is needed. The SBA is free, but the time that you will spend trying to get certified without any additional help or guidance, it's probably not going to be worth it, even though it's free. I hope that this information was helpful to you. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. I will actually be doing a video, as I stated before, on all of the, or not all, some of the acronyms associated with federal contracting and getting certified in some of these different business and websites and things like that, where you're going to come across often. So it's good to go ahead and know the vernacular and know the acronyms that you're going to see on a regular basis. If you are trying to get certified for one of these certifications and you are going through the SBA, I just want to give you a red flag right now to let you know that if you have time to burn, then go that route. And I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just telling you from experience and from actually applying through the SBA for our certifications twice. And it took over a year just to be denied twice. It was well worth it to go through the third-party vendor. The third-party vendor that I used, as I stated, is the NWBOC. The cost for their application is $400. If you decide to get a second certification through them, there is a discount, and that second certification will be an additional $300, not $400. So if you get two certifications, it will be a total of $700. Now, that was the cost when I actually applied. And as I stated, that was back in 2023. The cost may have increased by now. That's something you can go on the NWBOC website and you can check out all of the facts and FAQs. This was just some information to help you if you are moving in this direction, and you all be blessed.